We are live. I just turned off my phone's noise and it just gave me a notification. What the heck?
It did.
That was insane. I just did that. How's everybody? Hey, Mara, what's going on? I'm so glad to see you. So, all the notifications. That's a notification for this show, though. That's all right. This Life of ours was our regularly scheduled guest tonight, but they very rudely went on a cruise without me.
Oh, without us.
So we tried to do it. They had some hopes that they could do it from Miami. Just didn't work out. Had some other opportunities, but decided to ask this beautiful young lady. Wasn't the plan, but I've always thought you'd be, well, frankly, I hate to call you a backup plan, but a backup plan.
I'm the substitute.
Yeah, in case. I had 2 or 3 other options, but she has been on Beauty and the Beast with me quite a bit now. And I haven't really interviewed her yet. And some of you have been asking for stuff like this, so I thought this might be a good night to do it. I know the Grammys are tonight. I couldn't care less about the Grammys, but I know people do.
Right.
I don't. But I'll talk about it right now before I say hi to the chat. Next week, we do not have a guest. We had a regularly scheduled guest, but maybe 3 weeks ago, we talked, and we agreed that everyone's going to be watching the Super Bowl. So that's Lake Buena Visitors, who I love, and we almost got on tonight, but it didn't work out. They will be still on the show in the future, but next week, I haven't decided if I'll come in and just yak at you. Probably not. I'll probably be watching. I'll probably be watching my buddy Kelly's favorite Mahomie. Oh.
Mahomie fell.
Probably beat the Niners. We'll see. Although the Niners defense is pretty good, that's a whole nother thing. Let me say hello to the people in chat, and then we're gonna do DisTube a little different with somebody sitting right next to me. And let's go. So, hey, Mara, I think I said hello to you. My mom, Eileen's in the house. What's going on? Mama, Alyssa's in the house. Kate's in the house. Russ in the house. Russ, oh, my gosh. I was going to send you a note. I've had a busy day. I love what you put out. I was very touched by it. We'll talk about that at some point here. Need to get you on. Maybe I won't talk about it. I'll get you on the show. Stevie Lee's in the house. Jeff's in the house. I think I said hi to everybody. Hello. I see more people in the chat than are talking. Dee's in the house. Magic of the Mouse TV's in the house. Nikki Black's in the house. So Magic of the Mouse TV, I want to talk about. So we're going to talk about them right off the bat, and we'll talk about them again towards the middle here too. We are blessed that Magic of the Mouse is our first sponsor. Magic of the Mouse is awesome. I was on their podcast. Well, it's been about a week now. Mm-hmm. I think it was a week now.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. And I think they're going to have episode 2. I just dropped, was it Monday? I just dropped their link right there to their YouTube channel. So listen, I meant to look. I think they were at like 60 or 70 or something like that subs on their YouTube channel. They're a podcast team who's growing their YouTube. I love you guys, and I want to do this tonight. First night as a sponsor. Get over there and sub to their channel. Let's get them to 100 subscribers. Yeah. Why does 100 subscribers matter? Because you can change your name up on the top. It becomes, it's not just all these letters and numbers. It can be Dolewhipdad or Magic of the Mouse. So we'll drop their link to their podcast here a couple times tonight. We'll drop their link to the YouTube here. I think I just did it, but I'll drop it again for the YouTube. I know you guys. You guys are awesome. Do me a favor. Get over to that channel and subscribe to them. And please, if you feel like sending them a note, thank them, because it's a blessing. Much more people came in, and I'm going to say hello to you guys in chat, and then I'm going to concentrate on her. It's going to be weird because she's right next to me, but you guys know how it goes. Hey, David, what's going on? Hey, Nikki. Hey, Dee. How are you guys? Stevie, I think, said hi. Hey, Dean. Hey, Mickey Sightings. Hey, Tim. Zugo Mugo. I love saying that. Christine Machado in the house. So, Shelly in the house. Hello. So I'm going to look at the screen, even though you're right next to me. It's kind of weird. The people who know my channel have gotten to know you a lot more over the last few months, mostly because of our Beauty and the Beast. She does do videos on our channel sometimes.
Once in a while.
Oh, 4.4 earthquake. Hope it's all
good.
Busy news day, by the way.
Been, yeah.
Anyway, why don't we tell the people, when did you fall in love with Disney? Like, was it pre-me or after me? I know the answer, but people have asked this kind of thing before. My Disney park memories. Hey, Marguerite, how are you? Hey, Kay, how are you?
It was before you.
I know the answer. Tell them.
There's a life before Jeff.
What?
It's hard to remember it.
What?
But there was. My first time going to Disneyland, I was like 3.5, 4, and I was hooked. I remember not a ton about the trip, but I do have, like, I remember I had a red balloon. It was kind of a really big deal because that's my parents. We didn't go much, so my parents took me. And that was a rare thing. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the only time they took me. But we were blessed to live just like an hour from Disneyland. So growing up, I went with everyone. Like, that was just kind of the thing to do. I had another family that I stayed with for a while that they actually owned a bus line that did trips to Disney. So I would just jump on the bus and go with the family, and I would hang out with the kids while the adults went and did something. And I fell in love with it because I got to go all the time. I was pretty blessed with that. And then we took our kids all the time.
And when we got married, like obviously we were dating, I took you to Disney a few times. We went to Disney a few times. Yeah. But we started off our marriage, well, with a wedding. But then the honeymoon, where'd we go?
We went to Disneyland the next morning. So we got married in the afternoon. We had an afternoon wedding. And then we had a lot of guests from not the area. So we decided to go straight down to Anaheim. We stayed in a hotel there and met anybody that was at our wedding that wanted to meet us. We all went to Disney the next day. So it was really fun. Yeah,
it was fun too. And so when you've got, everybody who's done a wedding knows this, you bring in people from all over the place from, we were from the Southern California area, but we had plenty of people from Southern California, but plenty of people from, we have St. Louis and Atlanta and all kinds of places.
People from all over.
And so we just invite them all to come. And that was just a neat way to start off our family together, I thought.
I love the whole family. We took just a pile, whoever wanted to go. We met there in the morning and went in as a big group. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
You know what I wish we would have done is
hey, Addie. Hey, Jack.
Like, I don't have pictures of that huge group at Disney. Like, why did we not do that?
It's a different world back then. Hey, Gonzo, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, we had disposable cameras. Do you remember those?
I do. Didn't we have them all over the tables?
They were all over the tables for everybody to take pictures during the reception. We should have grabbed a few and brought them with us.
Yeah, it's just a different world now. But
yeah,
it meant a lot to me that, like, honestly, there's not that. Okay, how do I say? Hey, Brian, what's going on? Hey, Jackie, what's going on? RV into Disney. Hey, Amy. Hey. What's going on, AJC? Guys, thank you so much for coming in. I hope it's a little different for me tonight. So if I'm not following chat, I apologize. You guys know how I feel about it. I always feel bad about that. But there wasn't too many, have-to-be's when I was, dating. One of the have-to-be's was they had to be Disney. They had to at least not dislike Disney. Yeah. I remember having a girlfriend once say, "Oh, Disney." I'm like, "Yeah, you're out. See ya."
So I'm like that with Six Flags.
What do you mean?
Like, Six Flags isn't my favorite place to visit.
Well, so Six Flags, do you mean here in Texas or do you mean out there in Southern California?
Either. I didn't even like it in Southern California.
So it's interesting. Six Flags out in California we used to go to. It's right near Calabasas, where some horrible news. And I'm sure most people know. If you don't know, the very famous and great Kobe Bryant, Los Angeles Laker, lost his life. Him and 8 other people. In a plane error, actually, in a helicopter crash. I'm guessing most of you know about that. I'm not trying to bring everybody down. Hey, Tammy, what's going on? Hey, Nathan, what's going on? But it's right in Calabasas. I actually had an uncle. Mom, you're in chat. Did you notice that? It was right by Uncle George. Doesn't matter. I'm talking to my mom directly here now. But Uncle somebody. But he lived right there in the foothills of Calabasas. Yeah. And I wasn't planning on bringing that up, but just over those hills is where Six Flags was. Now, I went there a bunch of... When I was a kid, my friend group, I'm talking about high school now and I guess early college, they liked Six Flags more. I didn't.
Because of the roller coasters.
Hey, Spencer. Yeah, exactly. It was more of a more teen, but we're more Disney people.
Yeah, we're more like, let's feel the whole environment.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was starting to get a little rough too. Like, we didn't take our kids because it was rough.
Pirate Princess Red, I see you. Hello, Beauty and the Jeff. I love it. So we were dating, and obviously we went to Disney bunch. We got married early in our relationship, in our marriage. We went to Disney a lot. We were annual pass holders. We homeschooled our kids. I would go to work, and you would rudely go where? I've said this a lot, but
we went to Disneyland.
I would love to hear your perspective of that. I've shared with my friends here quite often that we were annual pass holders, but you and the kids would go a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Disney pin trading started what years? Hey, is that Two Real Geeks? Hey, Two Real Geeks. Hey, Danny. You guys pin traded probably 5-6 years before I even knew what it was.
Right. You didn't even know what it was.
We did go. Now I went with them on the Halloween party before the Halloween party was popular.
So that's when it cost like $20 to go. It was
and nobody was there.
Went. It was
in the California, Disney's California Adventure.
Yeah. We were very spoiled because we went all like in the beginning every year, and it was never even an issue getting in. It was so much fun. Yeah, you did do that one with us.
Yeah, my memory of that is it's standing at the bottom of Tower of Terror while the girls just continually rode the dang thing. Hey, Elliot, how are you? Hey, Stacy, how are you?
And we would have eating a churro.
Caramel dip churro. Yes, that's what happened.
So Disney California Adventure has the best food. I really, really like their snacks and their food.
I do not disagree. It's changed a lot. I actually haven't been to Disney's California Adventure.
You haven't been there since they put cars in.
I've been in more than a decade, and you have, because you've got family out. Did I say hello to Elliot? I think I said hello to Elliot, even if it's the second time. You have family out there not too far, and so you'll go out there once or twice a year without me. Do you feel bad going to Disney without your awesome husband?
No.
Exactly.
Not really.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes,
hey, Tim.
like, there's like certain things will happen there, or we'll see like a really cool character, and I'm like, oh, your dad would really like it. Or when we had the new flavors of Dole Whip, and went to that little restaurant. Is it the Hideaway? What's it called?
I don't want to talk about it. Tropical Hideaway. I've never been there. Hideaway, it's totally my jam. I love Adventureland. I love Dole Whip. I love meat on a stick.
And the little bao buns.
I do love bao buns.
All of it was really good. And I did have a wee bit of sadness.
Hey, Theo. Hey, Bill.
When you weren't there.
I'm sorry. I was talking to Jet.
No, that's okay.
You had sadness?
Just a little bit. Because I knew you would really like it. And we had really pretty pictures, and we were sending them to you. So there's that. But it was fun. And we used to go when we had our annual passes, though. We went basically on a Tuesday and a Thursday. The kids would get their work done. It was a good motivator. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They had to get their stuff done. If they got it done, we'd always go on Tuesday. If they got everything done for the week before Thursday morning, we'd go Thursday too. So they always had everything done. So we'd have Thursday. They'd start their week over on Friday to get ahead, so we'd have less to do on Monday and Tuesday.
Now, you don't have your own YouTube channel. Why not?
I just haven't done it yet. I don't know. No reason, really.
Do you plan on getting one?
Maybe. I guess. I don't know. I've thought about it because I thought, it'd be fun to do some of the things with the girls that we do. I have a lot of mom knowledge and a lot of. Now I'm gaining grandma knowledge, and it might be fun to be able to put some of that out there. But I don't know. I've definitely thought about it. I have to come up with a name.
I was just going to say that's where I was going with that. It seems like we talk more about getting a name for it than creating it. I don't even know the answer to this. Hey, Russ, what's going on?
Hi.
Hey, Miguel, what's going on? Have you decided? Are there a couple 3 in the lead? I don't even know the answer to this, guy, so we'll find out.
Mrs. Dole Whip Mrs. Dolewhipdad is the one I have still. That's like kind of I mean, I thought about Mickey Grandma because that's what my grandson calls me.
But we've got. I think she's in chat right now.
Yeah, and she's Disney Grandma.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't know. I really don't know because I want it to not just be a name for like one specific thing because I don't know where I'll be taking it.
Now, when this channel started, what did you think?
The Dolewhipdad channel?
It's called Dolewhipdad. Thanks for knowing the name of our channel.
This one?
This one, Dolewhipdad.
I thought it would be a fun hobby. I was excited because...
Tina's got Dole Whip Mom up there. I like it.
Yeah. I was kind of excited for you because you get to kind of get excited about it and learn something new. I thought, hey, if someday it makes you some money, that's awesome.
I mean, money's good. Theo, would that make Jeff Mr. and Mrs. Dolewhipdad? What?
Mr. and Mrs. Dole Whip.
I asked the question mostly because you've never disliked it by any means. You've always liked it, but you seem more excited about being a part of it the last 6 months than before. Obviously, it took me a while to get her to agree to the Saturday morning show, Beauty and the Beast. But I think you like it.
I do. I mean, I still like everybody enjoys community. Everybody enjoys a place that everybody knows their name.
I've heard that before. Oh,
you know.
Thank you, Brian.
And you do. I mean, the more I'm on, the more like names I recognize. And I'm like, oh yeah, and then we'll connect
that
like
is fun.
in
I love
other
that.
areas, or we'll be on Instagram together and see pictures. It is a community that you kind of fall in love with.
Magic of the Mouse TV says, by the way, our sponsor, give them some love. Do you see the where did it go?
Yeah.
Watching Epcot fireworks from the hotel. That's amazing. Brian says, when are you guys heading to California at the Disney parks? I don't think there's plans currently, are they?
No, originally we were supposed to be there at the end of May, beginning of June, like the first week of June. But both of my daughters are due to deliver their baby girls that same week, so we've had to postpone it. So right now we don't have a set date. I would love to run out there real quick and do a few days and get back. We'll see.
Brian, you're right, but I'm not a nice guy. So let's just get I'm not.
He pretends he is not, but he is.
Hey, howdy, hey, back to you, the Orlando guy. What's going on, my friend? So let's just get right into your favorites, okay? Because I really enjoy this part of the show. We're already 15 minutes in. At the halfway point, we'll talk about the sponsor again. But I want to dive right into it. I think, when I was talking about doing this tonight with her, I wasn't sure, because you don't have a channel. You've got a great Instagram, and it's very family, a lot of Disney, but it's mostly family. Mrs. Dolewhipdad, and I love that name. We've talked about changing that too. It's weird. But I want to dive into what your favorite things are in Disney. And I'm asking this because I'm going to learn some stuff too, because frankly, I think they change a lot. And they do for me. So it's not a complaint. But so favorite park. Now, I'm asking this to somebody who grew up going to Disneyland and now goes to Disney World. Favorite park and why?
Oh, it's so hard to pick. So I'm going to say Disneyland.
Hold on. Theo, totally not. I love that. And I'm glad you're part of this one, buddy. Sorry.
Disneyland is my favorite park. And it's because it's all my childhood. It's all my children's childhood. It's my husband's childhood. My husband's grandpa worked there. It's my Disney. It's my castle from when I was little. Although they've changed it a few times, but that'll always be like my first love. So
Resort TV One, everybody loves Resort TV One. I love Resort TV One. Jenna is a big Resort TV. Well, she's one of the hosts, and when she sees the castle in Orlando, she calls it her house or her home or whatever. You have always called it your castle.
Yeah,
it's one of the early on before I even knew their names. I knew I liked Jenna because she reminded me of you with that, frankly. And I don't think I would tell her that because that's weird. But I mean, if you're here, Jenna, that's a good thing.
Sometimes I have to.
Hey, that Florida feeling. What's going on?
I have to fight with your mama because she calls it her castle, but it's my castle. So I told her she could have the Florida one because the California one's mine.
Oh man, Brian, that'd be amazing. Thank you. You know what? Honestly, that's one of the neat things. Thank you, Brian. One of the neatest things, and this is going to sound selfish, so I don't know how to say this, and I don't mean it selfishly. One of the neatest things about having this community is when they're in Disney in Anaheim or when we're in Disney Orlando, we are blessed with some friends, and it's been amazing. The last couple trips to Orlando, Gonzo, Al,
that's really fun.
Kelly from Mickey the Bunch.
Really enjoyed that.
It's amazing.
I love that part.
And they had some friends, and I was going to ask you this later, but I think it's a good segue. They've had some friends, even more than I did. Mom says, no, Disneyland's mine. How do I say this? Yeah. I want you to share the story of our friend. I'll let you say the names and all that stuff. You were blessed. You and my daughters were blessed meeting a cast member and their family became lifelong friends for us. Yeah. Would you share that story? Hey, Team Mold.
So we, it was such a weird time in our life too, because we hadn't been to Disney for a long time. We still had annual passes, but Reagan had gotten really sick, in the hospital, on life support, that type of sick.
Reagan's our youngest. She's 15.
Yeah, she battled some immune issues, and she's fine now. But so she was out of the hospital. We were feeling like, okay, it's time to get things back to normal. I'm like, girls, we're going. Let's go to Disney. I put her in her little, she had like this little strollery seat thing. And we went. We weren't going on any rides. We weren't going to do anything, but she wanted to do the Bippity Boppity Boo Boutique. And we were going to go for her birthday. We didn't get to do it, so it was right after. She did that. She went and got all fancy and did her little thing, and Peyton did it too. And on the way back, we thought, well, maybe we'll stop and look at the Fantasmic show. You know, we were going to be way in the back, but it was fine, kind of pushed up against one of the buildings. A gentleman came up and said, hey, I have a blanket up in the very front. I have the best seating. Would you and your daughters like to join me? And at first I was like, oh, you know, it was a little weird. I didn't know.
I wasn't there.
I was alone with my girls. And I was like, and then my kids were like, yes, Mom, let's do it. So I was like, okay, you know, we're in public. It's fine. We went and we had a seat. And basically, I talked with the gentleman, and he let me know he is a cast member. And then I was like, whoo, okay. And he just on his days off comes and sets out a blanket in the best spot and invites a family to come and sit with him.
A single mom usually, which you look like. You weren't.
Yeah,
you look
exactly.
Like.
Just so he could share a little bit more magic with someone. So he would get somebody in the very back that couldn't see and bring them all the way up as a special thing. And he did that on his day off. I mean, he was amazing. His name was Richard. And from that day on, we actually just stayed friends. And then I met his wife later, and all of his kids worked there. They were just an amazing Disney family. And so even when we left and moved to Texas and we'd come back to California, he would, you know, hook us up and say, hey, if you're coming, let's go. We'll go eat. I'll get you guys, you know, I'll hang out with you guys for the day. It was awesome. But he did pass away a few years ago. But we've had, we've been blessed with some amazing Disney friends and cast members.
He had rooms in his home that were themed to different Disney princesses or rides or whatever.
He loved Snow White.
Yeah, he loved a lot of them. When we moved out of California to Texas, we live in Texas now, I had a lot of Disney stuff. And we went light. Like, we didn't bring a lot.
We couldn't bring it. Yeah. We brought our cars, our kids, our cats, and our clothes. That's what I say.
And I'm so proud of that normally.
No furniture,
but there was a few things that now I wish I still had. Yeah. And it's probably a longer list than I'd like to admit. But one of the things that I was happy about getting rid of was some of our old Disney stuff. It's amazing, and it was awesome stuff, and I loved it. But he loved it.
He loved it
more.
Too. So it was easy to part with our Disney stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't hard because you just said it. He loved it more than me. As much as I loved it, he loved it more than me.
And he loved Christmas. Like, that's another thing we had in common. He loved Christmas, and he loved it so much that he had like the biggest light display in his neighborhood at his house. They had to actually put up a light pole to support the amount of electricity he needed. And it was crazy. Like, he was on, what's that show? He was on a show. I was going to say the Great Christmas Lights Championship or whatever.
I don't know.
One of the top 10 in all of that show.
He's a really neat guy.
So
he actually awesome. Did he get hired by, what's the story about his hiring?
Oh, he was there for
he got hired by Walt, I want to say, but I don't want to lie.
He was there when Walt was still there.
Yeah, I don't want to lie. That's what I want to say. He had gifted to him, I guess, 2, might have been 3, I don't know, original ticket booths, of which that he donated to churches.
Church. Well, it was to his church, and they used it as the greeting,
fundraiser.
The greeting.
So great guy, but it was just so neat.
He had amazing stuff.
I actually thought about writing a book about him, but that's a whole other thing. Bill, I love that you said that. So Bill, our sponsor, click on the 3 little buttons, subscribe to his YouTube channel, get over to the podcast, support people who support creators. He's supporting us, so I appreciate that. Bill says, not sure if I told you, Jeff, when we interviewed you on the podcast, I couldn't hear a word you were saying until it aired. It was great stuff. Well, I'll have to talk baseball one of these days. That's funny.
Oh, that's funny.
I got the sense, well, we'll talk about that off air one time. That is so funny, but I had a blast. And again, that's a nice segue to, I was on his podcast, Magic of the Mouse. Get over to his channel, YouTube channel, give him some love. He was in the 60s, I think. I wouldn't swear to that. I really want to see him at 100 by the time we're at the end of the show. So do me a favor. Get over to his channel. Get over his podcast too. Hey, you know what's going on, Paper Skizzers and Vacations, what's going on. So yeah, that's a neat story. And we have so many more stories. So your favorite park you said was Disneyland because of the castle, and
that was my childhood park, and I love Disney California Adventure too. I do, and then part of that's because we did the two parks all the time with my kids. I didn't have that when I was a kid. When I was a kid, that was the parking lot.
Yeah.
Remember the parking lot when we went out one time and we couldn't find?
Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
We like lost our car way in the back, where now is probably
this is pre.
Paradise
you could just
Pier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't just hit a button on your phone and.
No.
That was funny. I don't know how long we were in the parking lot, but I know it felt
2 in the morning.
It felt like a long time. We basically had to have everyone else drive away.
And then we found it because there were no other cars, and hey, that's ours.
And do you remember?
And then when we got there,
she does.
The tire was flat.
I wasn't sure if she remembered that part.
What?
Actually, we just talked about that a couple months ago. Whatever.
So that wasn't a magical end of a good
it's a good story now.
But,
I wasn't. Yeah. I'm not now, but I certainly wasn't then very good at fixing tires either. So that was a long night. Cars Land is the best. I wouldn't know. I've never been to Cars Land.
Yeah,
Mom.
he hasn't seen it.
I worked the grand opening of DCA, says Brian. Are you serious?
That's awesome.
That's amazing. That is so cool.
That's when you used to be able to do the entire park by 10:30 or 11. You'd get in at 8, be done at like 11, and then get in and spend the rest of the day at Disneyland.
When DCA, Disney California Adventure, was not that popular, I liked it a lot. Now, I haven't been there in probably a decade, and you guys love it now, but I haven't been, so I don't know. Favorite Disney character and why?
Elliot, the
I
dragon.
Knew this one.
Yeah.
A dragon.
I swear I saw a dragon. Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I'm still annoyed at Pete's Dragon, the remake, because that thing stunk.
Right. Well, it didn't stink, but it wasn't the right story.
I even love, what's that girl? Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah.
I think she's greatness. And yeah.
Yeah.
No, not so good. But the original was great. We actually watched that the other night.
We just watched it, yeah.
So if you got a Disney pin with Elliot, I know somebody who wants it. No. Favorite food that's Disney food. And I honestly don't know the answer to this. There's 4 or 5 things that pop up.
Food or dessert?
It doesn't matter. Disney snack. Well, I meant food. You can do dessert if you want. I was going to
60th anniversary cupcake from Disney California Adventure. It was like
specificity.
Orange cream with a raspberry filling in it. It was the most amazing white chocolate.
Have you ever seen a Disney cupcake snob? Yes, you have. She's right there.
That was my favorite. It had like the white chocolate diamond, the blue diamond on there.
So I thought you were talking about whatever. Okay, so what about food? What about actual food? Or place to eat?
I like the Bengal barbecue, and I like the barbecue at the Animal Kingdom. We go
Flame Tree Grill is what you like. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I've eaten at the Blue Bayou, and I liked that, but I think I liked the environment more than the food, and that was a long time ago too. So I mean,
I haven't eaten there in years either. I mean,
I was like 12.
I remember. I think I've shared this. Mom's in the chat. I think I've shared this on the stream before. I didn't like going to the Blue Bayou. I guess my grandma and grandpa liked it a lot because it was wasting my time in the park. Now I'd love to go. I see it's 73. I appreciate you saying that, Stevie Lee. Get over to this YouTube channel, people. I want to see 3 digits.
And the churro
Get them to 100.
toffee. The churro toffee is one of my favorites.
You really are Disney cupcakes now.
A little bit.
You really are.
Just a little.
So the first 2 times we went to Walt Disney World, she's not a complainer by any means, but the biggest complaint.
The food is not as good as California Adventure.
Well, the cupcakes is what you can't stop complaining about.
Well, they don't, because they don't do them right. It's California Adventure has the best one.
Orlando guy knows. I loved Big Thunder Barbecue at Disneyland. I love that area.
Yes,
I love that food. I also like that Mexican restaurant there in Disneyland. I can't think of the name of it.
It's still there.
Casa de Hacienda.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
They have like the cocoa display out
No
there.
way, Brian. No way. I used to bust tables at Bengal Barbecue. My absolute number 1 Grail pin right now, Disney pin, is a Chippendale Bengal Barbecue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mom, my favorite. Yeah. I love Bengal Barbecue. My mouth is watering right now.
That's fun.
That is so fun. Okay, so favorite Disney movie, and there is a right answer.
There is?
Yes.
Favorite Disney movie? There's so many. I can't just pick one.
I can.
I mean, I love Pete's Dragon. That was the one I grew up loving. And I like Star Wars.
The right answer is the first date we ever went on, The Lion King.
I love Lion King Yes.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Favorite park in Orlando and why?
I'm gonna say Magic Kingdom because it's the closest to Disneyland to me, but I really love the Animal Kingdom too because I used to work for the San Diego Zoological Society and I worked at the Wild Animal Park, and they actually came to the Wild Animal Park, Disney did, to get our curators and have them help create that park.
That was pretty cool.
It totally reminds me. They mirror each other.
You got to do some neat stuff when she worked at it. We called it San Diego Wild Park at the time. It's now
called the Wild Animal Park.
San Diego Safari Park, I think.
Yeah, something different.
But you got to work with, well, you got to be there at least when they were working with Disney people and the was it Republican? One of the big national conventions for was down in San Diego, and there's a bunch of big wigs down there, right?
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I worked night operations and special events. So I got to do the really fun things. I mean, sometimes it was kind of like the same old thing. We would set up tents for the roar and snore and the sleepover.
Roar and snore, you had to sleep on like the savannah overlooking like the gazelle and stuff.
So we'd set up the big tents and it'd be work. And then most of the time though, I wore the costume characters. I would be in a costume character dancing and performing and just doing funny things with the kids, trying not to get taken down by people. But I really got to do a little bit of everything. That was an amazing job. I did it for years.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you doing that, buddy. Okay, so we talked about movies, we talked about characters, we talked about parks. My favorite park is Epcot. And the reason my favorite park is Epcot is because World Showcase is totally my jam. What's your favorite country or area, I guess is the right way to call it, right, in World Showcase, and why?
If I have to only pick one, it's hard. Because I love the food at Germany, but I love Italy too.
Germany and Italy, 100%.
Like I like the really big pretzel. I
almost used that picture of you with the big pretzel.
Yeah.
It didn't fit right. And you were all wet. I thought you might yell. But I love it. I love that picture of you. No, it's a great picture.
The beer cheese with all in the little bread bowl with the veggies. I loved that. And then I like the area where the Frozen ride is with the trolls and all that. So I don't really. The food's not exciting to me there, but I like the look of it.
I don't know. You had some cupcake there with your kid, and you're the cupcake girl. Remember that?
Yeah, it was okay. It was a cupcake. It wasn't like a wow cupcake. It was just a cupcake.
Rose and Crown, yeah. So Magic of the Mouse is going to be at Epcot tomorrow. So if you're in Epcot, check out, keep on the lookout for Magic of the Mouse. Is that just you, Bill, or is it Bill Jr. or all them? Anyway, no, thank you, Tina. So, okay, so what has been the thing that you've enjoyed most about our little journey on YouTube? And I know you're going to say the friends, but be specific.
Let's see. Most probably meeting Kelly, getting to meet her in person.
So Kelly from the Mickey Bunch?
Yes. I love her. She's the sweetest.
She is.
And then also one of my favorite things is watching my teenage daughter, Peyton's face when people recognize him in a park and they're like, "Is that Dolewhipdad?" It is the best.
Okay. It hasn't happened that much, but it is pretty funny.
Every time we've went in the last 2 years, someone has. And her eyes roll and she's like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe this." It's great. It's so much fun.
Yes, Jeff, just pop in. It's Lynn. I think it's today. I think her birthday's today. That's a good segue. So tonight, this show will end in a half hour. So 9 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Then I take a little bit of break. Really, usually I talk to my guest, but she's right here. But, get some coffee, go potty, whatever. And then we start up another show. Lynn from the Lynn Project is my co-host on Creator Talk tonight. She is in the parks probably right now. She's very interested in, she wants to do the show. I was going to do the show. We are doing the show. I don't know if she's going to be in her car or where she's going to be, but she's very excited. She likes it as much as I do. So, yes, that was a long way of saying, yeah, you can be in there and say happy birthday to her. I saw a bunch of questions. I missed them. Just feel free to.
Someone asked me if I tried white chocolate raspberry cookie.
Yeah, okay,
I have not, and that sounds amazing.
And so we've got a trip coming up. You want to tell them about that?
Sure. We have, we're going for the mama's birthday, Jeff's mom's birthday. So we will be at the Epcot Festival of the Arts on the 18th of February. So we'll be there, and then we're gonna hang out for a few days afterwards just to like do Disney Springs. And I haven't seen the boardwalk yet. I kind of want to see that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. We haven't
resorts I'd like to look at. But the one day we're gonna do the park the one day, and that'll be Epcot because we have not seen that festival yet, and I'm excited.
I'm excited too. That sounds fun. So it's a little bit after the halfway point. I do want to be specifically time sensitive just for my sponsor. So look, I'm not gonna lie. Growing a channel is fun. Getting to the point where I finally have some sponsors, and I've had a few people ask, and I'm not gonna lie, it means a lot. So Bill, thank you. Guys, I want you to give him some love. I'm gonna read the ad right now. But what I really want you to do is I want you to get over to Spotify, get on to Magic of the Mouse, follow it, give it a listen, but follow it, right? Rate it, give him a good rating, and get over to the YouTube channel. Get him to 100 tonight, okay? It would mean a lot to me. And I know it would mean a lot to him. He's a great guy. So anyway, Magic of the Mouse podcast, where each week your host, Bill Guerrero and Bill Guerrero Jr., bring you the latest Disney news. And they will be discussing everything Disney to get you ready for your next Disney vacation. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning. Oh, there you go. I said I know where the other one comes. I guess I should have read my own thing, right? Yeah. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning on all major podcast apps. That's Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and Google. You can also connect with the Magic of the Mouse on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just do a search for Magic of the Mouse. Also go check out Magic of the Mouse TV channel on YouTube. Link has been being dropped all night long. Please get over there and give them some love. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when a new post pops up. They're in the parks right now. If you're at Epcot tomorrow, find them. Tell them I said hi. To everybody who's subscribed to his channel or gone to his podcast, I personally thank you. I want to see him at 100 tonight. I do. So anyway, thank you. Please, please, please. Look, and I would say this even if he wasn't here. I know he's here, or at least he was minutes ago. Support people who support creators you love. And if you're here, you like my channel a little bit, support him, okay? It means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. Okay, so how do I?
So next time you do that, you have to do it in your basketball announcer voice.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, he has this really great deep.
Hey, Janine.
Okay, here we go now.
They don't know this.
I know, but he used to announce
basketball,
and he's got a really fun, deep voice.
Hey, Sparkles, Supreme Queen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Sparkles, Supreme Queen. That's a great one.
I know. She changed her name. That wasn't her original name, but I love that name. She's awesome.
That's fun.
So she's giving away secrets. Eye to eye in the house. What's going on? Blue Nose in the house. What's going on? Why? What? Why are we talking about this?
Because you're announcing like.
Because I was giving an ad.
Really, yes, it'll be amazing. You're gonna have to play with your voices.
Play with my voices. I've never been told that before. So I used to coach high school sports. This is something I probably haven't shared. I mean, it's not a secret. I don't know. If you're here all the time, maybe you would have heard this, but I used to coach high school sports. ATJH, you never have to say sorry. You're one of the best supporters of our channel. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. I used to coach high school sports. I coached a little baseball, a little football, and very little basketball. And when they saw what a horrible basketball coach was, they said, hey, shut up. Oh, but keep talking. And they handed me a mic. And so I may have done some announcing. And
yes.
So it's easier to do that kind of announcing when they can't see my face.
Well, just don't look at them then and do it off to the side, and I'll do a dance here.
You'll have a dance. You'll do a dance. I'm in.
Just kidding.
I am already subscribed. Jeff, thank you. Appreciate you subscribing to them. Anyway, yeah. So if you don't know who this is Paula. She's Mrs. Dolewhipdad on Instagram. I feel weird saying that. I mean,
okay.
I don't know. Whatever. She named it, I swear, not me. She's also either Beauty or the Beast on Beauty and the Beast Saturday mornings on this channel. 9 a.m. our time, that's Central Time. 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock on the West Coast, 8 o'clock somewhere else where they have really good chilies.
I could be the Beast on Instagram. The Beast.
I mean, I'm more of a Gaston guy than a Beast guy, if you ask me. Like, if she's Beauty, can I be Gaston?
He's got biceps.
I am pretty hairy. Amen. Magic of the Mouse, I totally agree. I'm going to pop that up there. So Magic of the Mouse, again, he's our sponsor. That is the logo up there. Pretty cool, right?
That's a great logo.
And it's new and improved. I love it. But he just said, go check out the Orlando guy. I say it a lot. I love that channel. Go check out his channel. It's amazing. I saw a bunch of questions. What's that in the UK in case I'm over there on Sunday? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you a bully, Tina? I can be. Depends on who I'm talking about. If you're mean to my employees, yeah, I am.
Okay, so if someone's bullying someone, he's gonna take care of the bully.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I don't feel bad at all. You know what bullies are there for? Getting punched in the face. Actually, the neck is where to go. But love me anyway. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Only bullies. You don't want to be Gaston. Gaston's mean. I kind of do. My favorite videos. Okay, so if I had to do a top 10 favorite all-time videos, the Gaston meet and greets with the little girls. I'm a dad of 4 daughters. I'm a dad of 4 daughters. So the little girl meet and greets when they're mad at Gaston are my favorite. My favorite.
I'm going to marry Belle, and the little girl will be like, "No, you're not."
Oh yeah, I love it.
You're mean. It's great. I just love it.
Anyway, so spread the love, right, Jonathan? Spread the love. If you're a bully, then we are all in trouble. Dude, it all depends. I got a funny text from a former employee today, so it all just depends on people's perspective, right? Jeff can never. Gaston, you're too not fooling them. Thank you. You guys are all sweet. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so I lost track of my questions. Your favorite your favorite show at the park. So is it a fireworks show? Well, here's where I'm going with this. Is it a fireworks show? Is it a parade? I watched some parades with you, and I've watched some fireworks shows with you. What's your favorite Disney show? And then, of course, why?
Okay, so I love the Electric Light Parade. It's always been my favorite, and it's because it's from childhood. But any show that has fireworks, I love it. I'm a fireworks snob too, because there's no other good fireworks shows except for at Disney.
Thank you, Russ. Incorrect, wrong answer. I never told a guest that once.
What? Told you what?
The Main Street Electrical Light Parade.
I love that one.
You didn't tell them about that?
That's the first thing I said.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, I should listen to my guest.
Yeah, you should. That's the first thing. The second is any fireworks show.
Okay, no, I really didn't hear you. I mean, I'm trying to keep up with you, but no, I didn't. You really did?
That's the first thing. It's electrical light.
Right now, I was thinking you said that.
Yes.
And I didn't hear it?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Right answer then.
Has Elliot in it.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So last time we were at Disneyland, they had the electric light. She's been there a bunch since then. But last time I was there with them. Oh man, Jonathan, I do too. It's my favorite. I think it's my favorite. The music makes me happy, right? And so anyway, I'm filming the video. Not filming the video. I'm filming the parade, and I'm next to her, and here comes Elliot, and I ended up watching her more than the parade. I mean, the video came out okay, I think, but yeah, it's my favorite, and I knew that would be your favorite, and I can't believe I didn't hear that. Spectral Magic is my favorite. So what's your favorite thing at Disney in the parks that's not there anymore? So like at Disneyland, there's a few things that have gone away.
At Disneyland, I miss Captain EO.
Oh wow, not what I thought you would say.
So old, but that one was fun.
I love Captain EO, but I didn't think you'd say that.
And watch that, the little spider lady coming down on you.
You know who that is? That's Angelica Houston. We just had this, and I got to do this in my chat the other day. Do I look like her?
What else? No, not really. What did they remove? No.
My favorite movie is Hunchback of Notre Dame because of the music. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm not sure if I've seen that movie. I'm sure I have. I mean, I bet I have. Disney Plus coming. Yeah, I loved Captain EO. That's a great one. I miss the lids on the to-go. I miss straws. Yeah, I miss straws. That's good stuff. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Oh yeah.
Walt Disney World. We haven't gone to Walt Disney World long enough to see stuff go away. Now I guess.
So the original submarine ride was fun. Do you remember when they had the mermaids and all that?
I love mermaids. I still love mermaids.
Yeah.
They yelled at me the other night. What was I saying? I was on a chat and we talked about pretty ladies, and somebody said, "Don't tell Paul." I'm like, "Did you know I like pretty girls?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. He's a guy, so.
I mean, look at it. Anyway, but yeah, I like the
Captain EO was creepy.
Captain EO was great.
But it was fun.
Captain EO was great.
I loved it when I was younger. And the first time we did the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, that first time was great.
One of the kids freaked out.
Yes, because the little mice ran under
it was
seat.
it was the mice.
Yes,
It was the mice, yeah.
It was great.
Samantha.
Oh
it was
goodness.
Samantha that
yes,
freaked out.
She screamed. It was so
So you
funny.
probably all know, but it's arrogant of me to say. I have $4. So does she. It worked out well. And Samantha did not enjoy that. That is good memories right there.
It was great.
That was a fun That was a fun. What's there now? That was a fun show. Is it a show?
I think it's a Bug's Life now. Or no,
maybe
it was a Bug's Life show after, but that was years ago, like when Reagan was little. I have no idea what's there now.
Orlando Girl says, I miss Snow White's Scary Adventure and If You Had Wings. So Snow White's Scary Adventure is getting remade right now in Disneyland. I think it's shut down or it's about to shut down. And what I've read, and I don't remember if it was reputable places or just rumor places, to be honest, so I probably shouldn't say it, but I've read they're really going to update it and make it more. Some of those dark rides are pretty scary. Yeah.
For little kids.
But they're also aged. Michael Jackson, We Are Here to Change. It's a good song. It's a good song. In Epcot, it is Disney Shorts. Oh, okay. Well, Paula, how are you? Paula, how are you?
I am awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so, oh man, 15 minutes to go. So.
It's going fast.
I know. Well, it always does. Tonight's weird. Like, I'm enjoying it immensely, but I'm, I got a new sponsor and you're right here. And I feel like you can see me ignoring you. It's weird. I mean, you saw me not listening to you and you kind of called me out on it. But that's all right. Okay, so we're going in February, a couple, 3 weeks, whatever. Which are you most excited to see or do or be or eat or whatever?
Tasting the food. I really don't have one specific thing yet planned to eat or try. I do
there's all kinds of stuff.
Right, there's all kinds of stuff. So I'm just
at the festival.
I want to do the photo ops with the art. Like, I'm excited about doing those. And just celebrating with your mom. That's going to be fun.
My mom's going to be there?
Uh-huh. It's her birthday.
I know.
We're doing her birthday. And, I'll be getting a German pretzel for sure.
I mean, I love those German pretzels so much. So I'm going to talk about it again. So that picture, so we were at Food and Wine.
During the tornado warning.
There was a tornado warning. It was our first time ever being DVC. We're going to go in early. We don't always go early. And that was the day we were going to go early. I remember that. And there was a tornado warning. Mm-hmm. And so I did a live video. It was like, I think the first live I ever did that was, actually out in the world. And there was sirens and stuff, and there was a tornado. And so it calms down, and then we go, and oh man, it was a lot of water, right? Anyway,
it was crazy amounts of water, like crazy torrential. We were walking through like probably 4 inches of water because it was coming down so fast that it couldn't drain quick enough. It was insane. The umbrella, my daughter's umbrella, like she stepped out and it like inverted. It just
inverted.
Well,
good word.
Inside out. It was crazy. We kind of hid under those. What was that area? It was like a little cave.
It was a bathroom.
No.
Yes.
No, we watched like a show that was like old.
The Canadian.
Yes. Yeah.
Actually, it was a
like
perfect place to hide.
Fashion show.
It was perfect though because it was like all the waterfalls and stuff.
Yeah. It was.
And there was a lot of water falling.
All the water falling, but. So that was interesting. I hadn't seen the shows before, and I probably won't do that again unless I need to get out from the rain because it wasn't that exciting.
I mean, some people love them. They're definitely dated. I hear they're going to be.
Like you could look around and see all of it.
It was cool. I mean,
I think we did two that way.
Jonathan has a copy. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Where'd it go? I want to put that up there. Jonathan says he has a copy of Captain EO in 3D.
Oh wow!
That's freaking awesome. I want that. I really enjoyed that. I remember, this is so weird. I remember standing in the queue there, like when it was packed. Yes. And then I remember standing in the queue when it was empty.
Being packed in that queue.
Because that was how popular it was.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Any favorite memories that you want to share? We got 12 minutes left. So any favorite Disney memories, in the parks or anything like that maybe you want to share with the people? Later, Sparkles. Thanks for stopping in.
I mean, taking the kids to the Bippity Boppity Boo was always so much fun. That's always been like a favorite, and I can't wait for my grandkids to.
I'm sad about the Pirate's Lair. Is that what's called, Pirate's Lair?
They really liked the little Tinkerbell area that you'd wait to go in and see the fairies. They loved that because it was like giant grass and big mushrooms and stuff, and so we take tons of great pictures there. Just most of my memories are just meeting like with family or friends there and hanging out.
You seen any celebrities in Disney?
Yeah. trying to think. John Stamos was there.
Not when I was there.
No, because I had the girls. Yeah, actually we did. Honestly, the girls knew him more, like Disney Channel people.
I heard you were auditioning for a Disney Channel show.
I am not auditioning. We did.
What I heard.
Yes, we were auditioning for a trivia show, but we were not chosen at this time.
And what is your Disney bucket list item? Like for me, it's Club 33. What's the thing you have not yet done in your Disney fandom? Hey guys, we just hit 50 viewers. Thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. That's awesome. I don't always look at that number. I just looked right now. That's a nice number. Thank you all. So for me, it's Disney Club 33. I really want to go to Club 33 someday. What's it for you? What's one thing that you have not done? CATJH. What's something you have not done that you really, really want to do someday?
Let's see. I would say like the one thing I would love to do someday, I don't know how I'd possibly ever get to do it, would be the Cinderella Castle, staying the night there. But you have to be pretty special to get to do that. So
yeah, I think that's invite only, right?
It is. Yeah. That would be amazing.
I mean, I would love to do that, but Kay wants to know what kind of hair products I use. Kay says, we know that Jeff has beautiful hair. We would like, what are you laughing at? We would like to know what products I use. So I just use shampoo and water, and then this gooey stuff. This gooey stuff that makes me feel more Italian. That it just, and then you.
It's nasty.
But in case it was a typo and she really wanted to know what you want to use, feel free. I've never been asked this question in one of our chats. So
what hair products I use?
It says right there, Kay, who we love, says, we know that, I mean, it says Jeff, right? Has beautiful hair.
There you go.
We would like to know what products she uses. I have no idea, but she's right here. I'll ask her.
I use Nexus in a black bottle. It's got like brown rice and something. I have no idea.
Brown rice?
Yeah, it's like a protein shampoo and conditioner. I don't know. I used it because I have dry hair. And I curl it with a curling iron. I don't use anything fancy.
So I learned things. She puts rice in her hair? Is that what?
No, well, I don't know. It's like a protein conditioner and shampoo.
Rice hair talk with Dolewhipdad tonight.
I don't use anything fancy. My hairspray is just Aussie, that extra purple bottle. Nothing.
That was for you, Kay, and we'll never do that again. Why don't you want to move with your awesome husband to Orlando?
Have you been
They
there?
want to know. Yes, I have. It's awesome.
If you stay in Disney World, it's
That's
awesome.
the plan.
But you have to like live at a house, and it's super hot there. It's crazy in the summer.
Thank you, Jess. I appreciate that.
Texas is not as humid as Florida, and it's too humid here. So
yes, I agree with that. I can't argue with any of that, but that doesn't change that I want to live in Orlando.
Okay.
And I would like you to come.
I will come and see you in the winter. I will hold down the fort here in the summer, which is still hot here, but it's not long hot. And
You're welcome, Kay. You're welcome. So we got 7 minutes left. Listen, get over. Look at. So Benihana's good. Have you had Benihana where they chop up the Japanese food right there and they fling it at you and they throw shrimp in my mouth?
Oh, okay. Dee's asking if I have a favorite Walt Disney World resort to visit. So I love the Poly. I honestly have not visited many. I want to stay.
Oh, nice
deal. The Jamba house. I love the African, I love the culture. I love the look of that. My house is decorated with a lot of it. So that's where I'm going to stay someday.
Our house is definitely
it's a mix
of Adventureland,
yeah,
Animal Kingdom, and girl things. Right?
Not that many girl things.
Not that many girl things. 4 daughters, 1 wife, all the animals. I'm pretty sure the dust is female.
Dust.
I haven't played catch with somebody who could actually catch. Not being sexist, they can't catch. In how long?
Gray's gonna play with you. He's on his way. he can throw and get it to you.
Maybe we'll see. Do iguanas fall out of trees in Texas?
No, honestly, I wouldn't mind iguanas falling out of trees. I'd probably collect them and put them in a little cage and keep them.
They're not dead Floridians. What are you doing?
No, I like lizards. I like turtles. I love lizards. I love all reptiles.
So she had a thing for horned-toed lizards?
I love, well, we call them in California, they were called horny toad. Horny toad.
I wasn't going to say horny-toed because we're trying to keep the weirdos out of the
They're
chat,
horned toads. They actually have them here in Texas, but I haven't seen them. But in California, I grew up catching them and playing with them, and they're awesome.
So I didn't know what it
I
was.
loved them.
When we were dating, we went on a couple hikes, and she caught one in Poway or something, and she was all excited, and she was showing me, and I didn't know what the heck it was. And then we moved to Texas, Fort Worth. Texas Christian University is right there. We're very close to TCU, and they're the Texas horned frogs.
Yeah.
Did you know horned frogs were purple?
They're not purple.
They are in Fort Worth.
Well, in Fort Worth, but they're really not. They're the cutest little lizards ever.
They are. I don't like lizards like she does, but they're pretty cool. Nikki says, my son is a budding photographer. Very cool. So our sponsor time, our sponsor is an awesome photographer. Hook up with him. Magic of the Mouse TV right below your chat, at least in mine. Sometimes there's a different order. Anyway, Nikki says, my son is a budding photographer, awesome, and wants to move to Orlando when he and his fiance get married. His sister and I are worried about the traffic, so dangerous. So one of the reasons we left Southern California to move to Texas, there's a bunch of reasons, but traffic was number one for me.
Oh my, so a normal commute where it should take you like 45 minutes can take you 3 hours. It's insane. And that's on a 6-lane freeway. Like,
yeah,
it is massive, and you just sit in your car. No, thank you.
I don't miss that at all. We're not away from traffic here. I mean,
no, we're
Dallas is not far, and Dallas traffic is just as bad as Southern California traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And Fort Worth's getting worse and worse, so it's following us. I don't know.
It likes us.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. So look at Magic of the Mouse. What are we at? 82? Magic of the Mouse TV. Yes, 82 subs. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. I was hoping they'd get to 100 tonight. We'll get them to 100 soon. Try the 405 in LA, says Orlando guy. Absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't even go. So we lived in Banning, California for a while. So we would drive east into the LA area, into Anaheim specifically. And we would leave, correct me if I'm wrong, we would leave Walt Disney at what? Or Disneyland, excuse me, say 1 in the morning. Yeah. Get to the car at 1:30, and we would be in traffic coming home. Yeah. Was it the 91?
991. Yeah. Right at like a Green River Road. It would still be
3:30 we'd get home. Hey, Mike.
In the middle of the morning.
So that was one of the many reasons we had to get the heck out of there. Our commute to work was 9 minutes before I retired. Nice, Tina. Wow. Our commute to work is an hour both ways. You and Paul are going to collect 100-year pins. I love Knott's Berry Farm. My grandmother, my mom's mom was in the chat, may still be in the chat, absolutely loved Knott's Berry Farm. I love Knott's Berry Farm, or I did. It's been a couple of decades since I've been there.
I haven't been there in a long time.
I would be sad. Like, if we spent some time in Southern California, I would love to go to Winter Park and check that out. Yeah. I'm sure it's much different by now. But Grandma loved the chicken. Grandma loved the boysenberry jelly. Yes. It's a jelly family thing for me. Why are we talking about that? Oh, somebody asked me about the pins. I don't know, Kay. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I don't know anything about them. See you, Janine. Thank you so much for being here. So anyway, we're 2 minutes till the end, guys. So let me promote. Here, do I have the link right? I think I do. Boom. Yes. So there is Magic of the Mouse TV's YouTube channel. Please check out their podcast. Link is in my description to support people who support creators, and he's supporting us. Thank you, guys. I see a bunch of people saying they're subscribing. I can't say that word, so thank you. I'm going to promote me a little bit too. Tonight, it's 9 o'clock my time, 9:30 my time. So in 30 minutes, me and the Lynn Project are talking Creator Talk. We've been doing the 10 things you can do in 2020 to crush it on YouTube. Straight from Roberto Blake. I didn't make this stuff up. It's straight from Roberto Blake. I love Roberto Blake, and we've gone through the first 8. So tonight we'll do number 9 and number 10. I don't know where Lynn is, but I know she's going to be on the show. She might be in chat right now. I bet she is, and I bet she's driving, but I don't know that. And I'm pretty sure it's her birthday. So get in there and give her some love. And then what else? So Saturday mornings, me and her, Beauty and the Beast. Yep.
I'm the Beast, apparently.
You never give yourself a nickname. You let other people give you the nickname.
You did. You nicknamed me that.
I would never. If I call the show Beauty and the Beast and the people understand, it's my hair. If people understand, I mean, it's pretty good hair.
It's really good hair.
Is it real though?
It is. It's all yours.
84 subscribers now. Thank you for checking. So
Yay.
16 more, but we're going to run out of time here. But it doesn't mean you have to stop. Get over at the end of this. Get over to his channel. Subscribe to his podcast. Again, that's Bill Guerrero and the good people at Magic of the Mouse TV. Their second edition of the podcast that I am on that apparently he hasn't heard yet, but he will. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, and we'll be doing more stuff, I'm sure. But anyway, so Fridays, Disney Pins Live. Oh, and by the way, we have merch. I'm going to drop the link. People have been asking, and I finally gave in. There'll be more. Boom. So if you want to, it's for Disney Pins Live, which is not this show, but whatever. There it is. We'll have some other things too, but it was fun. We do have another shirt. I don't think it's on there anymore, but we had another shirt previously. A couple of people bought it, but we'll dive into that just because I think it's fun. Really, my daughters are wanting me to do it, and I think it's fun. So anyway, Friday, Disney Pins Live. Saturday with her, Beauty and the Beast in the morning. Sunday, You're Here Now, DisTube, and Creator Talk, which is in 30 minutes from now on this channel. Me and Lynn, and sometimes some others pop on and talk about how to grow on YouTube. It's not one of those sub things, so if you're into that, don't. But there are good people in that channel. We talk about sponsorships, and we talk about affiliate links, and we talk about Epidemic Sound and what music we use, and transitions and all the things. But tonight we're doing number 9 and number 10 on Roberto Blake's 10 top things to do in 2020 to crush it on YouTube. Man, I'm talking a lot.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Was it weird having me right here?
No, I'm used to it.
I mean, that's what we do every Saturday.
Yeah.
It wasn't weird for me because it was you. I felt, I don't know. I hope it went smoothly.
I think so. It seemed like it did.
I had fun, but I like talking to you. Mike, I appreciate that, buddy. Keep the chat clean, people.
No dirty chat.
No dirty chat. She'll have to put rice in your hair. What are you doing?
Black rice.
That's all for now. I appreciate you being here. Check her out on Instagram. Mrs. Dolewhipdad. Right?
Yes,
okay.
That's it.
Didn't trust myself. I'm Dolewhipdad. Orlando Guy, you're a good show. Thanks for being here. Tina, thank you. Orlando Guy, thank you. Team Mold, thank you. Get you anything but Easter. I'll send you the date here. Mark, thank you. Mike, thank you. I can't get through it. There's still 52 of you in here. I love you all. I love her a little more. Oh, I mean,
love you guys too.
But thank you.
Thank
and I really
you.
did have fun with you.
Yeah. It's nice to not be like half asleep when I come in. Like a night show.
Oh, because it's morning.
Morning. Yeah, this is cool. I'm like, hey, I'm awake.
I do want to make one more announcement. No guest next week. I have not decided if I'm going live. I probably won't because I don't know what we're doing for the Super Bowl, but we're not going live next week. Lake Buena Visitors, who is awesome, Maria Mouse. Excuse me, they're awesome. They have a great Etsy channel. I'll be wearing their shirt when they have them on. They were originally scheduled, but it's just not fair to them to have it on Super Bowl Sunday. So whether I'm here or not, we will be doing Creator Talk because it's a little later, but we won't be doing DisTube next week. I think that's it. Anything you want to tell the people before we say goodnight for now?
Nope. Have a great Monday.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that I shouldn't ask? That I should have asked you? Well, we're a little over, but so.
I don't think so.
Anything Disney you want them to know about you?
No. I think we're good. I have no idea what you were supposed to ask me, so.
No. That's all for now. Thank you all for being here. Mods, great job as always. If you're new here, please subscribe. She's awesome. Can you tell why? She asked me like 25 times, but after the 25th time, I said, yes, I will marry you.
Yeah. I'm sure they all believe that.
They might. That's all for now. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate it. Get over to Magic of the Mouse, the podcast, and the YouTube channel. Do me a favor, subscribe to them and give them a listen. It would mean a lot to me. All right. I'm really leaving Creator Talk in about 25 minutes right here on this channel. See ya.
Bye.